I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty sort of treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah, yeah, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me when it's cool, keep one, move, you my little baby boo, girl. I love you like my favorite color blue, girl. Real spill, yeah, I'd rather be a broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, niggas shame me. Had to get it how I got it on my phone to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty sort of treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Cowboys are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Packers defense that will need to be on its game.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Prescott on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Elliott last year so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So the D-line's going to spread out. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that? The fans selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Caught by Nelson left side. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Prescott now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. An update now from Oakland. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Defense showing blitz. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 55 yards. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the I. First and goal here from the 2. Here's Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year. But it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing staff.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sean Lee in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Rodgers now on first down. This is caught with a catch right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Montgomery. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they're going to go soft on the corners. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they're pushed back after the penalty, still 2nd down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got Bennett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Montgomery back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
That was a heck of a sprint. Tried to get to the end zone, didn't quite get there, just short, out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I know the defense is relieved he didn't get to the end zone, and the guy who was carrying the ball a little frustrated. He didn't make it all the way.
1st and goal. Defense with their back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Fights off the defender. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
What stands to reason they give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
You know, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Forced out to his left. Complete to Jason Witten. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th-quarter stop? The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jake Ryan in there to get him for a loss of a yard. And it'll bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And some room to Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Rodgers looking to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders, they've added on, extending their lead a bit further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Crosby on now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Prescott down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is incomplete.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it. And he did there to pick up the first. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.